So this is quantitative techniques semester 3 model number 3 and video lecture number 40. In today's video lecture we are going to take an important problem which can come for 10 mark section from random numbers. So let us begin the problem. The problem is like this: from the following joint probability distribution, find the coefficient of correlation. Also find E of x plus y, that is expected value of x plus y. Now so far whatever problems we have taken, we have either got expectation of x we have found out, or expectation of y, that is why it was marginal probability. But in this case we have a joint probability of x and y. So the table given is like this: x, y. X can take the value of -1, 0 and 1. You can see this line is dividing here, so x is for this and y is for the below one. So x can take all these values, y can take the values -1, 0 and 1. And what are the probabilities? Suppose if x takes -1 value and y also takes -1 value, so the probability of both happening together is 0.1. Similarly, x can take 0 value and y can take -1 value, and the probability of that happening is 0, and so on. So this is the problem that is given. The last column which I have drawn, which is blank, will not be given to you. Sometimes it may be given. If it is given, well and good. If it is not given, you have to find out. The last column is nothing but total. Total and total. So sometimes they might give you total. If they give it, well and good. Just verify whether the totals are right. If they do not give you, then you have to find out the totals. So just find the total of the first row and write it here. 0.1 plus 0 plus 0.1 is 0.2. 0.1 plus 0.3 plus this is 0.6. And similarly 0 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.2. Similarly write the totals of the first column here, second column here and third column here. 0.1 plus 0.1. Don't take this. This is the probabilities only you have to add. Only this you have to add. Remember, this portion is what you are supposed to add. Fine. Only this portion. So now we are taking this 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0 is 0.2. 0 plus 0.3 plus 0.1 is 0.4. 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 is 0.4. So sometimes they may give you the totals, sometimes they may not give you the totals. If they do not give you, you have to find it. Now what is the total of the totals? 0.2 plus 0.4 plus 0.4 is 1. 0.2 plus 0.6 plus 0.2 is also 1. This should be equal. Both row and the totals and column totals should be equal to 1 and equal to each other. Okay, so it should be 1. In the previous problems we used to get summation x is summation p of x is equal to 1. Here summation of p of x comma y is equals to 1, because both x and y are given here. So the first step is, this is a joint probability table. Now you have to find out the marginal probability, that is you have to split this into two different problems. Okay, we'll just first say the marginal probability distributions of x and y. We have to find out. Okay, we have to find out marginal probability distributions of x and y. So what we are doing is we are splitting this entire problem that they have given here, which is a joint probability distribution, into two single problems. Okay, what are those? X, p of x. We have done this kind of problems. Y, p of y. Similar to this. Okay, so what are the values of x? -1, 0 and 1. What are the values of y? -1, 0 and 1. Here in this case both the values are the same. Sometimes you may get different values also. Okay, Luckily they are same here. Now what is the probability of that x can take -1 value? You have to go to the totals. See here, x is -1. What is the total here? 0.2. X is 0. What is the total? 0.4. X is 1. What is the total? 0.4. Summation P of x, if you see, is equal to 1. You are getting now? Similarly, y. What are the values of y where you have written? So -1. Y is -1. What is the total of -1? 0.2. Similarly, 0.6 and 0.2. So summation P of y, if you find, it is also equal to 1. I do not have space there, so I've written, so both the values are equal to 1. So now what we have done is we have split this entire problem into two different problems, which we have done. Now whenever they ask you correlation coefficient of correlation, that is R, in the first model we have found out Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, Spearman's rank correlation. So it is similar to that, but the formula is different here because probabilities are given. So we have to find R value, and the formula for that, if we want to find out, it is nothing but covariance of x comma y upon standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. I have given this formula in the formula section in the first class. Okay, so now covariance of xy we have to find out, and standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. So I'll just write it down, that formula, later on. But remember, whenever this kind of problem is given, you need to find out, split this into, the first step is you have to split this into two separate problems like what I have told you, and then you have to find standard deviation of x for this and standard deviation of y for this, like what we have done in our previous classes. So let us take the first, this itself, and we'll solve here. X into P of x. Okay, so 1 into 0.2 is minus 0.2, 0 into 0.4 is 0, 1 into 0.4 is 0.4. So what is summation x into P of x equal to total of all this? We are finding x into P of x, that is expectation of x. So minus 0.2 plus 0 plus 0.4 is 0.2. Fine. Then similarly, I need x square also, because I need to find out variance and then I have to find out standard deviation. So x square. So x is -1, x square is 1, x is 0, x square is 0, x is 1, x square is also 1, that is 1 into 1. We have done this problems previously, so I am going through little fast. If you're finding it difficult, you can see the previous videos, that is video number 39, 38 and 37. Okay, so next step is x square into P of x. These all steps we have done in the previous 3 videos. So x square into P of x. X square we know, here it is, and P of x is here. So these two things we have to multiply. So x square is 1, P of x is 0.2. So it is, if we multiply this, we will get 0.2. Then here x square is 0 and this is 0.4. So this also becomes 0. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. X square is 1 and P of x is 0.4. So it is 1 into 0.4 is 0.4. Okay, so now find out summation of x square into P of x is equals to, add up all this, you will get 0.6. Fine. Now x square into P of x you have got. So this is nothing but E of x square. So this is what we wanted till now. So I'll just draw the table. If you want, you can draw the table. It looks good. So we know that E of x is equals to summation of x into P of x, which is equals to, we have found out summation of x into P of x, which is equals to 0.2. E of x square is equals to summation of x square into P of x, which is equals to 0.6. We have found out. Then variance of x is equals to E of x square minus E of x the whole square. This is a formula. Substitute it in this formula. You will get E of x square. E of x square we have found out it is 0.6 minus E of x the whole square. E of x the whole square is E of x is 0.2 square. So which is equals to 0.6 minus 0.04, which is equals to 0.56. So variance of x is nothing but 0.56. Now what is standard deviation of x? Standard deviation of x is nothing but square root of variance of x. So square root of 0.56, which is equals to square root of 0.56 is nothing but 0.7483. So SD of x is 0.7483. So this is one step what I've done. Same thing procedure we have to apply for this table also. I do not have much space here, so I'll be not writing everything in detail. Okay, so y into P of y, then y square, and y square into P of y. So summation of y into P of y will get E of y. So I'll just multiply these two. If I multiply minus 1 into 0.2, I'll get minus 0.2. Then 0 into 0.6. So 0 into anything is 0. 1 into 0.2 is 0.2. Then y square. Y square minus 1 square is 1. 0 square is 0. 1 square is 1. Y square into P of y is 1 into 0.2, that is 0.2. 0 into anything is 0, and 1 into 0.2 is 0.2. So these are the values that I've got now. So we know that this summation of anything into P of y is E of y. You should write here, just like what we have done here, you should write here. I do not have space, so I am not writing this. This I'll get as E of y. This I'll get of E of y square. Okay, so E of y is equals to summation of y into P of y, which is equals to you should add up this, you will get E of y, that is nothing but 0. E of y square is equals to summation of y square into P of y, which is equals to, add up this, you will get 0.4. Then variance of y, which is equals to, same just like this, variance of x you have found out. Similarly, you have to find out variance of y. E of y square minus E of y the whole square, which is equals to, what is E of y square? We have found out it is 0.4 minus E of y the whole square. E of y the whole square is 0 square, which is equals to 0.4 minus 0 equal to 0.4. So variance of y is 0.4. So standard deviation, next one, SD of y is equals to square root of variance of y, which is equals to square root of 0.4. So SD of y is equals to square root of 0.4 is nothing but 0.63 to 5. So this is how we solve this problem. These are individual 5-mark problems. This can be asked individually for 5 marks, only this much. They will give you the first 2 rows. We have done this kind of problem. Similarly, this is another 5-mark problem. So they will ask you standard deviation of x or standard deviation of y in 5-mark section. Then they will ask this combined problem for 10-mark section. So now the problem is not over. We have just found out standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. The next step we have to do is expectation of E of xy. So expectation of E of xy is equals to, I've told you that expectation of anything is summation of that thing multiplied by probability of that thing multiplied by P of x. Here x and y both are there, so x comma y I have put, and here because 2 different things are there, I am putting 2 summation signs. So remembering this formula is very easy actually. E of anything, E of x if it is, then is equals to summation of x into P of x. So E of whatever is there in the bracket, summation of that in the multiplied by probability of that only. So P of x comma y, and because there are 2 different variables x and y, 2 summation signs will come, one of x and one of y. Okay, so now this formula may look very complex, but it is actually very easy to solve this problem. How to solve this problem we'll see in the coming class. Okay, we'll continue this problem in the coming lecture.